Considering the environment they're in.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
Okay. Guess what's going to happen? It may not happen to you, but around the country, when these kids start coming home from college and they've been around the virus, they're going to start exposing it to their parents and their grandparents.
Then it's a matter of personal responsibility.
They should be tested. I mean,
personal responsibility.
They should be tested before they get home. Is what they should.
Yep, tested or quarantine and make sure that before you go and see grandma, mom, dad, that you've done everything to protect them. And it's, again, it's a matter of personal responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's why I guess I hopped on this horse this morning, that there's a personal responsibility for what's happening in Wisconsin.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but I think the whole conversation started with the moral superiority that the Big Ten feels that I think they are having by having the strictest policy. In regards to the 21 days, we're going to do all of these tests and show that we care more.
Big Ten academic support. Keith in Mount Pleasant, you're 97 on the ticket.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
So we're looking at I've been in medical school for about 30 years, and the math so far, the math doesn't help. We're making getting it from other people from you passing it on.
Right.
So the inside of the mask works, the outside of the mask doesn't work. I don't understand that. No, I don't mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk. How does that work?
So let's say you're talking and whenever you talk, you're gonna have like a spit vertical. That's
Right.
not gonna stop. The surgical mask is not gonna stop that.
Right, for yourself, but it stops it from
Correct.
going to other people.
Correct.
Right, but the
Right.
mask that you are wearing should stop that from coming in.
From other people's, right?
Right.
So, and it does.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
John's looking at it, and I think you're 100% right. What comes in goes out. And vice versa.
Right.
Is that right, John?
Yeah, I mean it's not a one-way deal.
No. Oh boy.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old football player, right?
Come on, you went to an academically superior school, didn't you?
Academic.
Yeah. Oh, really? Academical America?
Oh, yeah.
What's your major in? Yeah. I'm just kinesiology.
Football.
Coming up next is news. What's up, Heather?
I'm going to tell you why there's one homeowner who is going head-to-head with her HOA, all to keep her risque Halloween decorations up on her yard.
Very, very interesting and not scary at all, I don't think. Anyway, here's T.O. with the update.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. A radio.com sports station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Countdown clock continues to tick away for Michigan State and for Michigan as those longtime foes get set to renew one of college football's best in-state rivalries Saturday afternoon at the Big House. Even though fans won't be allowed to attend that game, Wolverines head coach Jim Harbaugh says the excitement will still be there for the players and for the coaches.
It's for the state championship, we call it. It's just to win the state championship. I think a lot of players can relate to that. We might have been playing for a state championship when we were in high school. So, it's really a big deal.
It's another practice day on this Thursday for the Lions as they continue to get ready to take on the Indianapolis Colts Sunday at Ford Field. Something to watch this week will be the status of Colts Pro Bowl linebacker Darius Leonard. He was limited at practice yesterday because of a groin injury. It's a clash of NFC South teams tonight on Thursday Night Football as the Atlanta Falcons will tangle with the Carolina Panthers. Our coverage begins at 8. There was a move of note in the NFL yesterday as the Seattle Seahawks acquired Pro Bowl defensive end Carlos Dunlap in a trade with the Cincinnati Bengals. According to Yahoo Sports' Chris Haynes, a number of NBA players are asking the league to start the 2021 season on January 18th, not December 22nd, the date league owners are currently looking at. Meanwhile, ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski confirms NBA officials reportedly are looking at the idea of regional pods for the upcoming 2021 season if new COVID-19 cases continue to increase throughout the country. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and radio.com.
All right, thank you, Tio. Don't forget, 7:25 is the 2 Grand Slam. 7:35 we'll be joined by Doc Emmerich. And after Heather's news, we'll talk about a big holiday that some people are celebrating today. What's up, Heather?
Whoa, what holiday is that? I can't wait to find out, because maybe I have a reason to celebrate on this Thursday.
You do.
Oh,
All
look
right.
at that. I'll take it. Okay, here's the news. So 2 men have been charged in connection with that shooting that took place in the parking lot outside of Somerset Collection. Do you remember that it happened last week? There was a man from Van Buren Township who's been charged with several felony gun offenses, and another man from Sterling Heights who was charged with possession of a controlled substance and driving with a suspended license. Now, police believe that these 2 men were in a vehicle, a gray Impala, in the Neiman Marcus parking lot, and one of them exchanged gunfire with 4 men in another vehicle. And so far, police say the men in the other vehicle are still at large, and they're still not clear on a motive. But at least 2 of them have been caught, and I'm sure the other 4 will be identified shortly. All right, so a young couple in Detroit are the latest to be charged in a scheme to defraud the unemployment system of more than $2.5 million. Okay, this couple was charged with wire fraud after it was determined that they conspired with a former Michigan Unemployment Agency employee, and investigators said that they looked through bank statements, they looked through text messages, and of course, really all they had to do was check out their social media, because basically this couple was using this money to spend on luxury vehicles, on luxury jewelry and clothes, of course, and travel and gambling, and they were posting about it on Instagram. So they go from not having, a ton of luxury items or a really nice vehicle to all of a sudden having a Mercedes G-Wagon, and they're wearing Louis Vuitton, and they basically called themselves out right there on social media. And of course they were busted. It's just shocking, because it's like they're asking to be caught, right? Like,
it really shouldn't shock us anymore, though. Because
I
we
know.
continually have stories like this where people just show how big of morons they are.
It's so ridiculous. Like, they were asking to be caught, but they wanted to show off their new wealth, of course, and that completely backfired. I'm sure they would have been caught even without the social media post, but definitely helped. So the Dodgers, they're postponing their championship parade because of the pandemic. So they made the announcement on Wednesday saying that it's just not safe enough to have fans pack the streets of LA for a big party. And at this point, no makeup date has been scheduled as of yet, but the team did say that they can't wait to celebrate together.
So they have the Dodgers and Lakers have a parade together?
Yes.
Can't they just follow along one of the protests?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but that's completely different.
How?
Because it's not a scheduled event by a big corporation or company. Those are people going out together to protest, and they're looting and they're causing violence, and it's not because of a big a sports team. I mean, they have to take into account that they are handling something. I get what you're saying. It's still a bunch of people out in the street, but it's not put on by the Dodgers or the Lakers. You don't.
I agree why they're not doing it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's,
I mean, I get what you're saying, that yes, it's still people out in the streets.
Yes.
It's
some of these outbreaks seem to coincide with some other social
They
gatherings.
did back then.
yes. Yeah. So a Texas woman is getting into it with her HOA in order to keep her strip club inspired Halloween display. Okay, so this lady, she's got a display. It features pole dancing skeletons. It also features skeletons, striking some very suggestive poses out on her front yard. And of course, it quickly caught her HOA's attention. She says she received a letter from her homeowners association saying that there had been complaints about her inappropriate and offensively positioned Halloween decorations, and she was told to take them down. But she says that people seem to really enjoy them, and she's going to leave them up.
I think, first of all, unless you really think skeletons are sexy, look, I know, I saw the story, and I saw
Yes.
the display,
Yes.
and one looks like she's in position for like a lap dance or something like that.
Yes.
But they're bones or skeletons. There's nothing to me sexy about that.
Not to you.
Not to me.
But maybe
I mean,
there's something out
I
there.
thought it was pretty funny, actually.
I think it's
very
kind of funny,
creative.
too.
Yeah.
Have you ever been down Tilson Street in Romeo?
No.
It's pretty cool. It's something fun to do. I don't know if it's as big this year as it was in years past, but it's really cool. Every yard puts on this huge display, and they're all like different themes. Like maybe one's like a big skeleton wedding or on a pirate ship, or while there's none inspired by a strip club, I think that it would, I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. I kind of agree with her, like, I don't know. I have nothing wrong with it. I can see why some people might, but she is going to leave it up. The letter actually said she had 30 days to take the display down, so she's going to leave it up for that 30 days, or probably even less, because Halloween will be over very soon.
Yes.
November 1st.
Yes. So it has finally been settled once and for all. This is like a triple follow-up to a story I had. Police have now identified that Plain Pier as none other than the North Carolina pastor. Okay, so remember,
Right.
originally the woman said, hey, it was the pastor that peed on me.
Right.
And then he said, no, it wasn't me. I wasn't even on a plane. I was with my colleagues and family. Well, it turns out that was a lie, because he was in fact on the plane. Police have said this man, Daniel Chalmers, was in fact the pier. It was him. And they say that they have evidence. I mean, not only was she covered in urine and the seat covered in urine as well, they said he had a urine spot on his pants. They also said that he reeked of alcohol and had bloodshot eyes. So things are not looking very good for this pastor. He was
Why?
cited for simple
Is there
assault.
DNA in urine?
In urine?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yes.
I have no idea. No idea.
I mean,
all I know is a pastor lied. That to me is just the worst part.
Well, the worst part about it was that he peed on someone.
lied about it.
Poor woman got peed on.
Men of the cloth. Men of the cloth aren't supposed to lie.
No, they're not.
And that's
They're
supposed
not
to pee on
supposed to.
people either. Yes, I understand.
No. I mean,
That is
he
one of the
would
10.
have been.
That's what the 11th commandment.
Thou shalt not pee.
It's like on a plane.
So I just Googled, is there DNA in urine?
Oh, what'd you find?
And it says urine is not considered an ideal source of DNA due to low concentration of nucleated cells present in human urine.
There you go. There you go.
I know.
Little guy over here is just trying to help.
That's right.
Thanks, little buddy.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Just call me little fella.
He said little fella. Little fella.
Sorry.
So if you're looking to get out of your home office, Marriott is actually here to help. So there's a lot of people who are working from home, and now Marriott is offering a new day pass and some other options for people who want to work from home but not actually work from home. So basically you can rent a hotel room for the day to go there and work. They'll make sure you have a desk, Wi-Fi connection, a lot of outlets. You'll even have access to coffee and bottled water, and if they have a gym and a pool, you can also use those facilities. I think hotels are just struggling. So they are trying to find any way to get people to come stay. They also say they'll offer a stay pass for somebody who wants to stay overnight, and also a play pass. So if you have children, they'll have supervised children's activities, and obviously different spaces that will be for family activities and the pool and things like that. I can't see somebody wanting to, I don't know, I say that because I don't have any kids running around.
Right.
There could be somebody out there who is like, I need to work without these kids homeschooling or running around, and I need a quiet place. And maybe that is something somebody would do, but to me, I wouldn't want to go sit in a hotel room to work. I don't know.
I used to take my kids to the pool when I lived up north.
Right.
I used to take them to the pool all the time because they would have basically that day pass where you could, whether it was, there was 2 or 3 different hotels that would do it, and then I could sit there and whether it was next to the pool, I'd swim with them for a little while, do some work next to the pool.
Right.
It
I can
does work.
see that. That I get. But the going just to set up your laptop and work in a hotel room, I wouldn't.
All I became was a target. See if we could hit dead in the head with the ball.
Would you go stay in a hotel, like in a nice hotel like downtown somewhere for a night just to get away? But you don't have kids, Heather.
Would I still would. I mean, if I'm going to go out and have drinks and go out to a nice dinner,
Right.
for sure. Yeah, I would do like an overnight date night. Yeah, I would do that for sure. But I just to work in a hotel room. No way. Finally, there was a big road rage incident that took place on I-75 on Monday, and it actually ended with an officer wrestling a female driver to the ground. I'd like to know exactly how it started. I know they say this woman was driving her vehicle and nearly sideswiped another. Okay, so that was enough, you would think, for the other driver to get really frustrated. But it sounds like it was more this woman, because she had a male passenger who actually got out of the car, went up to the window of the vehicle she almost hit, and actually threatened to shoot him. And then they were involved in a huge chase on I-75, and that's when finally police were able to pull this woman over. And when she eventually got out of the vehicle, she had to be wrestled to the ground multiple times before the officer was able to get handcuffs on her. And they said, you know what, there was no firearm found in the vehicle, but there was a machete found wedged between the seats.
There's
So-
always a machete. All right. Thank you very much, Heather. 7:25. It's the 2 Grand Slam. 7:35. Doc Emmerich coming up next. Happy. Which, we're happy about 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Toro Snowblowers. For grizzly winters, you need a Toro Power Max snowblower. It's a beast on snow. Act now, get up to $100 off on select Toro Power Max snowblowers. See your Toro retailer now. Win winter with a Toro. We're still accident-free on your drive this morning. Traffic flowing well on 94 between Southfield Freeway and I-275, and on the Lodge between 75 and Southfield Freeway. Starting at 9 a.m., construction on Woodward Ave. 1 lane closed each way approaching Rapid Street. I'm Julia Deal with traffic.
Text the ticket using the same number you used to call the ticket. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
Truck Month is going on now at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Come check out the 2020 Ford F-150. Right now, current Easy Plan lessees can lease a 2020 F-150 Super Crew XLT 4x4 for $149 a month for 24 months with $3,839 due at signing. This F-150 comes with heated front seats, rear view camera with dynamic hitch assist, and a remote start system. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Residency restrictions apply. Payment includes RCL renewal, select inventory RCL cash, open bonus cash, and renewal cash. Vehicle must have arrived at dealer at least 61 days prior to the sale date. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by November 3rd. Offer and features valid valid on package 302A. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.